Welcome to Be Still and Know. This week I'd like to talk a little bit about not so much spiritual, as I have been in the past, like scripture in my heart and that kind of stuff, but kind of coming back to our purpose as a church to gather, connect, serve, and go out. And I kind of want to focus in on serve. Just a lot of opportunities at St. Patrick's to serve. A lot of things that I think. We could do as a parish. That would be great to do as a parish, but we have no one to serve, right? And we need servers. We need people to volunteer and help coordinate and run and do things if we're going to have things done at the church. And so, like, it really is important to be service oriented when you're part of St. Patrick's Parish. Like, if you're sitting in the pew ever wondering, why don't we do this? Or why the neighboring parish does this? Why don't we do it? Well, we don't do it because we don't have volunteers to help do it. Like, we've tried to do it and we can't pull people together. And so then we just don't do it. Like, we need volunteers. We need, right, people to step up and set up and tear down and clean up and do all organize and all that stuff. I mean, we have someone on staff who coordinates all that and who is good at really coordinating all that, but she can't really do that without people, right? Without servants, people serving in the parish. And so, and again, like just looking over the ministries in our church that need, help. Lector, like the Sunday morning ministries always need help. Lectors, not so much extraordinary ministers, but altar servers, lectors, ushers, especially the welcoming ushers that we need so bad at all the masses. And there's a lot of masses where we're scrounging into the pews to help, tapping shoulders to get people to help, and it would just be great to have a huge crew of ushers that could welcome people, help seat people, right? Help with needs of people who need to get around or know where they're going. Like that's always a great need. Right now, another great need that we have is our youth group, our youth ministry. One of our core team members that has been a core team member for a long time has had to step down, because the wife is having a baby and they need to focus on that. And so, we really could use some more core team members for youth ministry. We have a great new youth leader, Cecilia Labetti. She's wonderful and just really motivated and excited about youth ministry. But we definitely need a core team of volunteers to help with that. And so if you feel the calling to do that, please call the church office and let us know. One of the things that I used to show the importance of serving in the church is this analogy, and I like it. I don't know if it's a great one, but I like it. And like if you've ever gone to a theme park like Universal Studios or Disneyland or Disney World, you'll know that that waiting in line for the ride is an experience in and of itself, right? Like I remember Gringotts Bank at Universal in the Harry Potter world, and you were literally walking through the bank to get back to the vaults, right? The Hogwarts Castle ride, you were walking through the castle to get on the ride. You were going through, Dumbledore's office and all that. And like even the Minion ride, there was an experience before you got to the ride. And so there's always this like great kind of experience encounter you have, even before you get to the great encounter that is the ride itself. And so that's kind of what serving in the church is like. We're offering, in my opinion, hopefully in your opinion too, one of the greatest experiences anyone could ever experience is the Mass. And yet we need to have a better entry, a better, area of experience before they enter into that, whether it's experiencing youth ministry or, just experiencing a welcoming nature in the lobby before they enter Mass, right? Whether it's That Man Is You or Women's Fellowship or Senior Life Committees events, like whatever is being planned in the church, those things take volunteers. And it takes volunteers who are willing to make a pizzazz, right? A pow, a wow, a boom, right? To get them excited about what they're about to experience, to show them that they're important to us. And so we put all of our heart and soul into whatever event they're attending or whatever ministry they're attending. As they walk into that ministry, they get a sense of, wow, this is a place I want to come back to, and these are people I want to experience. And so, but all of that takes volunteers, to help organize and plan and set up and tear down and all those things, right? And we have a wonderful lady here who's willing to help with all of that. Like, you just call the office and go, look, I want to volunteer. Where can I do that? How can I do that? And she will write your name down and get you involved. And so, getting involved in the church is very, very important because you can't run the church without volunteers, without people wanting to help others experience and encounter the mystery of the church, the joy of the church, the beauty of the Mass, the beauty of our people, and how we connect with one another. And so, please, again, this is kind of a call for volunteering at church in some way, whether it's youth ministry, which desperately needs some good volunteers right now, ushers also, lecturing, altar servers, you know, people are just willing to set up and tear down at events or help, if we decide we'd love to have great examples. I'd love to have a church picnic, a parish picnic, but the massive organization that takes needs volunteers who are willing to, like, I mean, not hundreds of volunteers, but maybe like tens and tens of volunteers, like lots. And so, like, we plan events like that. We love to have a pool of names that we can go down and call and say, hey, look, we're planning this event. We'd love you to be involved in helping with it. And I see your name is on that list of volunteers. So, I mean, that's part of Elaine's job as Director of Volunteers and Ministries to help coordinate, to not run, right? Not run, but to help coordinate those who are running the event. That's kind of her job and goal. So, I highly encourage you. Like, I love my family. I want them to be more a part of the church than just sitting in a pew on a Sunday. So, please consider volunteering or attending ministries that we have here at the church. Check out our website, our bulletin. We're crazy busy with lots of things that all need volunteers and help to run. So please consider it as best you can. I love you all. Thank you so much for listening to Be Still and Know. Now a few announcements, things coming up. We still have That Man Is You and Women's Fellowship running through the summer that you can attend. Senior Life Committee is doing events through the summer. You just need to check the bulletin, or the social media, the website, wherever. Like, they all have things going on this summer. Bible our Adult Faith Formation has a book study this summer. It's a great book, Walter Chiswick's He Leadeth Me, but it brought me to my vocation. It's a great story. Um, there's a lot going on coming up the next few days. We have Vacation Bible School the end of July. We're really excited about bringing that back to full swing, and that should be really excited. So please consider bringing your children to that or being a part of that. That takes a lot of volunteers as well. Um, we have summer camps going on at the school. I don't know how exactly they work, but that's a pretty great thing. Um, we just have a lot going on. Check the bulletin and check things out. Um, Coming up, I think Vacation Bible School is really the big come up that's coming up. We are if you, we did start a push a week or so ago for the Adoration Chapel to get more people to fill the time slots throughout the week. We're going to continue that push over the summer as we approach the 25th, is it 25th anniversary of the Adoration Chapel. So if you've never been downtown, never seen the Adoration Chapel or the church library, highly, those are two great spaces in our parish that not everyone may know about or have experienced. And I highly encourage it. Praying in front of the Blessed Sacrament is an incredible experience. It's a great way to closer to Jesus, right? Build relationship with him. So really encourage you to do that. We're going to continue to have events over the summer that drive, people to hopefully sign up for hours in the chapel. So please look out for those as well. Capital campaign kickoff is coming pretty soon. We're having a town hall meeting in July, so look out for the dates for that to talk about that kickoff for the lobby project at the Marsh Drive Church. So please look out for that. Um, just a lot going on to please look out for. I hope you're staying cool and having a great summer. God bless. I love you all. Take care.